Hello all you shining stars and welcome to my channel Shining Star Soup. It's a What's a Soup Saturday, and in today's What's a Soup Saturday I had an interesting idea. So I have a bunch of face masks just sitting in my drawer waiting to be used, and I thought it would be a fun Saturday to do 9 different face masks. Yep, all in a row. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be comparing the consistency, the feel of it, if I notice anything effective, and just kind of going through each one to decide if having the different kind of face masks, some that are more expensive than others, is there really a difference between any kind of sheet mask you're going to pick up at Shoppers or at Winners or at TJ Maxx if you're in America? I've kind of been always curious about that, and I just thought it would be a fun Saturday because I have nothing to do. I'm kind of bored. I have a grocery shopping thingy to pick up in a few hours, and yeah, I thought it would be fun. So 9 masks is going to, we'll just say I got 2 hours worth of face masks. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to do one. Obviously, I'm not going to sit here filming for the entire amount of time. Well, I will, but the video that you will see will be drastically cut down. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to arrange it yet. I will decide in the editing process. And I'm going to wash my face in between each of the masks. It might be, there might be several factors coming into effect that, well, hey, you pretty much, how are you going to notice the difference if you keep washing your face? But this is how I'm going to do it. So between each mask, well, I'll give a little sum up, just the consistency, the shape of the face mask, because I noticed that a lot of made in Korea masks seem to be smaller. And when you have a big face and you don't have that perfect little face of the face model that they use to make their sheet masks, you're not going to really get as much effectiveness, and you're going to be squinting in your eyes and your mouth. But hey, you know what? This is going to be the What's a Soup Saturday for today. Alright, so I'm going to start off with the masks that are recommended the longest. And if I have a mask that's 10 to 20 minutes, I'm only going to do it for 10, and then I'll just sum it up and I have different variations of different masks, but I'm only going to be sticking with one. Like, for instance, I bought this one at Costco. It's called the Face Shop. You can get them at Costco. They also have their own specialized stores. The first one I'm going to try is called the Solution. It's a moisturizing face mask formulated with ceramide single-use mask. The back is mostly in Korean, and this one is supposed to stay on the face for a minimum of, oh, that's not 21 minutes, that's 21 millimeters, 10 to 20 minutes. Alright, so I'm actually going to keep this on for 10 minutes. I got my little timer here. You will see the cut in the video. So this is mask number 1. That's this one, the Solution Moisturizing Face Mask by the Face Shop. And this did come in a kit with a whole bunch of different types. And this one, of course, is directed towards moisturizing. So I am freshly washed. I got no makeup. I got no skincare on. My face is a little bit shiny. The lighting makes it a little bit blue. But we're going to just dive right into this little pack here. Do this stuff in front of the mirror, people. Don't just go. And of course, always put on a headband or some elastics to keep your hair out of your face. Alright, so for this mask, I am noticing the holes are kind of small. And what I mean by it not really being the shape of your face is that it's not going to go on quite as nicely. I do keep it in the sheet masks in a little drawer by my desk, so it's actually really cool. Cool and refreshing on the skin. And covering the eyebrows, not really leaving much for the eyes, so this is really going to have to be adjusted. A lot of wrinkles. This feels like your typical Korean mask. Very thin, very saturated. I can't really press it down into this area, but it seems to be, you know, rolling up on the end. Okay, so this is mask number 1. It took a little bit of issues trying to get it on. Okay, so in 10 minutes I will be back. You'll see cut in the video where I'm going to give my opinion on the first mask, which is the Solution Moisturizing Face Mask by The Face Shop. Alright, first mask. 10 minutes are up. I've also decided for everybody to stay tuned at the end of the video where I am going to give my top 3 and give a quick critique on each mask. Alright, so this one is done. There is actually quite a bit of serum left on my face, so that's that means that it did have quite a bit of serum on it. Moisturizing right now, I mean, my skin just kind of feels wet. Yeah, I mean, that mask, quick little note, it just feels like what you would expect from a typical sheet mask. That one is made in Korea. Alright, so next one we're going to do, this one is a 15-minute mask minimum. Supreme Gold Hydrogel Mask by Sue, New York. Now, instead of moisturizing my face, or washing my face for everyone, and rather or not this is going to make it fair, I'm not really too concerned. This is just a fun, random video. I'm not, this is all personal preference. I'm not by any means holding any degree in, you know, being scientific or anything. So I think it's just going to be quicker for me to do it this way, where I'm just going to pat off the excess for that. Alright, because I was really interested in trying this mask, this one. This is a Supreme Gold Hydrogel Mask, which means it should be completely different feeling from the plain sheet mask, moisturizing sheet mask from The Face Shop. And this is, see, the funny thing with these masks is that it's saying to apply toner and or serum before you put on the mask. The only problem with that is you don't know if it's the mask or the serum or the toner that's actually doing the work. I think that's supposed to open your pores or something. So I am going to be skipping that step because I don't feel like leaving the comfort of my chair to really do an in-depth comparison. This is just something fun to do and to get through my masks. This is free from all the bad stuff, formaldehyde, thankfully. Naturally derived, never been tested on animals. Are you going to put a sheet mask on an animal? Gosh, I hope not, but apparently this has gold in it. Sure. Lifting, firming, revitalizing plant extracts for 15 minutes hydrogel mask. Alright, let's go into this one. Rip it on open. Let's see what we're looking at inside. I see quite a bit of serum that just looks like liquid. There's not really a thick consistency with it. It's thin jelly here. It's a very gelatin-like consistency. I don't go plain in gelatin, and there is a way to do this. I just don't know if you put the top on first or the bottom on first. I guess we shall see what's going to work. Difficulty, kinda, just because it's so slimy, and I am easy to rip. Definitely easy to rip. This one. I kind of like, actually, that it's split into two, but this material is so thin that you really have to be careful when you are putting it on. It does feel like you're, I like the feel of it. It does feel like you're putting just gelatin on your face. Not really. It has a gold hue. A gold hue. Just kind of. One layer plastic. There's two. Yeah, there's 2 layers of plastic. So one, yeah, 2 layers. One kind of plastic and then another one. Alright, again, Not really, this is definitely going to go low on the marks as far as being easy to put on, because this is just slipping. It's slipping out of my hands, guys. It's a slipping. Oh boy. And the bottom mouthpiece is definitely giving me some difficulty. It's like, is this really worth it? Is this mask even worth it? Okay. Ah! You see what I had to put up with? Okay. Alright. I don't know what order, but it's coming together once you get over the initial. Trying to unravel it, trying to not break it. This is definitely one of the higher maintenance ones. Alright, I shall be back in 15 minutes, which will be just a cut in the video for you guys. Okay, that was long enough for that one. In fact, I think 15 minutes is too long. You probably could do with 10 minutes on this thing. It kept on slipping down, and this mask is definitely going to be rated one of my least favorites at the end of the video. Ugh! Yeah, no, if anybody's paying more than $1 for that mask, you're wasting your money. Alright, we're just gonna... so sticky too. Holy Hannah. Way stickier than that first one. I'm just gonna try to rub things in here. Alright. Ugh. Yeah. I did not enjoy that mask as much as I thought I would. As far as any firming or lifting or revitalizing, I just kind of found it annoying. Alright, so let's do a little extra pat here. Okay. I wonder if I'm completely ruining my face. Yeah, I didn't like that one at all. Alright, next one is going to be a strange one too. This one is Hydroia and Collagen, Radiant and Perfecting. Now, this mask is made in Taiwan, but this one is 10 minutes. Yeah, I'll just leave it on for 10 minutes, 10 to 20 minutes. Use more often depending on your skin condition. Is it a moisturizing one? Yeah, but the thing about this one is that it's face and neck, and it's actually very rare, in my experience, to be able to find a mask that also works on the neck. Let's see how this one does. Now, are you just supposed to cover your eyes with this? Let's take a look at the back. That is so strange. Oh, it looks like you flip the eyes up. Okay. So we're gonna just flip the eyes up, and I guess we're gonna be moisturizing our eyebrows too. You would think the eyepieces would be on the bottom and not on the top with this mask. But, yeah, sure. Whatever you say. The, neck part's definitely, it's a little awkward, guys. A little awkward. I definitely recommend wearing a low scoop neck shirt if you're going to be doing this face mask. So the strong rose smell has calmed down a bit. I don't get the extra pieces of fabric up here. Maybe you're just supposed to tear it off. Alright, I'm only leaving this on for 10 minutes and I will be back. Okay, so that's the neck mask. The neck part was pretty useless because it kept on just slipping off. When you use it afterwards, there is a lot of liquid left. So, I mean, it's not terrible. At least not as terrible as the gold one, but, yeah, nice and thick, and, just the neck and the eye thing was pretty useless in my opinion. Alright, which mask are we going to do next? I'm going to actually, instead of, I got the creme shot. Alright. So we're just going to, instead of doing two different Cream Shop ones. I'm going to reduce this to 8 different sheet masks. You'll notice it in my editing. I'm going to pick the hyaluronic sheet mask next. I was going to do the pineapple enzyme, but again, it's the Cream Shop or the Creme Shop, so we're just gonna skip one of those masks right now. All right, so this is hyaluronic acid, another moisturizing mask, made in Korea. We have, this one officially is the longest one. This one is supposed to be on for 20 minutes. All right then. Just doing this, just gonna try to dry that serum from the face mask with the neck thing. It's weird. I feel like I'm smelling a very faint scent. Not as strong as the other one, but at least they have the eyes in the right place. Alright, so this one, what was it? This one was one of the longest masks. This one's a 20-minute mask. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, so that is it for the the Creme Shop one. I don't understand what that faint smell is. It's really strange. Alright. Yeah, I didn't get why it didn't have a protective film. There is a lot of serum left on my face. I mean, it wasn't bad. It was just a real pain in the butt to unravel. Alright. Okay, we are halfway there. We are at the halfway point, and I'm actually exhausted. This video was actually I think this video was a bad idea, but I'm halfway through now. I think I'm about an hour in, doing one sheet mask after another just to get the differences and try to decide what I like and what I don't, and maybe give a recommendation. Oh, my face is nice and tight though. Yeah. Yeah, no, Creme Shop, not that bad. Not terrible. And it had the extra eye things on the bottom, so that was cool. Alright, the next one. The infamous Dr. Jart. I once had the 2-piece rubber mask. Very interesting, but very overpriced in my opinion. This one was one that I picked up from Winners. It's Soothing Hydra Solution. An interesting thing on the back is that it actually has something that says genuine product. And during the video mode on your mobile phone, turn on your flash and check for special substances. That makes me think that maybe these sheet masks are counterfeited a lot. That's the only reason why I could think of that they would have to put the genuine right there, the genuine Dr. Jart product, is because there must be a lot of knockoffs for this, or counterfeit or whatever. So I mean, this is genuine, this is legit. And this is the next one. This one is a minimum 15-minute mask. Oh, I'm spending so much time doing these. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? We have a protective sheet. So far, the Creme Shop is the only one sheet masks out of 5, I guess now, that don't have that don't offer a protective sheet. A different material than the Face Shop one is, but it's thin. Different material, but definitely thin. And this one smells really bad. This one smells worse than that overpowering one that had the neck. That just was pure rose. There's a smell that I can't really quite describe. It smells chemically. This Dr. Jart one does smell chemically. I will have to note it is shaping the face a lot better. Probably the best one out of the 5 so far. Very thin, very chemically smelling. Oh, definitely going to be lower on my top list just because of the smell. Alright, I'm going to be back in 15 minutes. I do like the way it sits on the face. Alright, that was Dr. Jart. I don't really get the hype over Dr. Jart, at least the regular masks. I mean, it wasn't bad, but I can't get over that smell, that chemical smell. I really did like the way it felt on the face, though. Like, it was one of the best fitting masks for a sheet mask on the face itself. So I will have to say that. I mean, it's not sticky. It does feel good, but that friggin' smell. Oh, gross. Gross smell. That Dr. Jart one. And hey, at least by the little stickers on the back, I know it was a legit product. Alright. We have 3 masks left. I'm kind of grateful because one of the masks is only... I'm going to save this tiny mask for the last one just because it's a wash-off mask. It's not and it's only a 5-minute one. And the other one is just butterfly under eyes, so that one won't be too bad. Alright. I think I've overworked my face, people, but I'm determined to finish the video. Alright. I'm determined, guys. Finishing the video now. Alright. Third to last one is Rael. I don't know how you say it. Hydration. This is a very popular brand, just like Dr. Jart, very well known. This one is a bamboo sheet. It's hydrating. Pineapple extract, orange fruit extract, and a rose extract. I'm really hoping it doesn't have a heavy smell of rose, however. And this one is only 10 minutes made in Korea. Alright. It kind of feels like... Okay. It's thin, like the Dr. Jart one was, but not as thin. And this is supposed to be bamboo. So it definitely is a different sheet. It's not wanting to sit flat on my face, however. The Dr. Jart one was the best one for sitting flat on the face. And this one is definitely the top in the serum. Definitely has the most serum. It doesn't have a strong smell. Alright, I'll be back again. Okay, I was actually pleasantly surprised with this one, despite it having no protective cover. I think that might end up being my best out of all of them. But we'll see, because I still have 2 masks to go. Lots of liquid, not sticky at all. It was actually part of my FabFitFun. These are just, it's 5 minutes, revitalizing for jet lag, pre-party prep. Okay, who goes for a party? This one's pretty easy because it only goes on for 5 minutes. Sticking too well. Let's not put it in my eye. I don't want it. I don't want it. No. No. Oh, jeez. Okay. You are already the worst. I think you're worse than that gold mask I did. Like my second mask. Come on now. Come on. Let's do this. Okay. Alright. That's that looks cool. I will say it looks cool. Feels alright. If they'll actually stay on for 5 minutes. Okay, I will be back. Okay, so it's 5 minutes later. 5 minutes passed really quickly compared to the 20 minutes and the 15 minutes of the masks. Not bad, honestly. A little bit trouble sticking, and they do slide, but they actually looked like they firmed up my eyes a bit. So that was that one. Alright, last mask, guys. Whew, I feel like I've been at this all morning. Alright. This is Masquerade Pineapple Brightening Jelly Mask. You had me at hello. This is only leave on for 5 minutes, rinse off with water and pat dry. So this one, I saved it for the last just because I do actually have to I'm actually gonna have to wash this off. A very, very thin. I don't like wash-off masks. Like, it feels like extra work. I much prefer just to slap a sheet mask on my face, browse the internet for 20 minutes, and be done with it. So this is just to wrap up the masks, and then I will give my best to worst. I will give my final thoughts on the 8 different masks that are in my Saturday video. All right. Whoop! It's coming out like jelly, like jam, and this little thing to spread over the face. And I will say one thing: you don't have to worry about stuff fitting over fitting in your little eye holes and your little strip that you get between there. All right, so I will be back after 5 minutes. It'll be quicker for you, obviously, and after I wash it off, and I'm going to give you my final verdict on the face masks that I did today. Alright, if you've made it this far, awesome! Thank you for watching my What's the Soup Saturday. Now I'm going to sum up the 8 masks that I used in 2 hours. And surprisingly, actually, even after all those masks and different serums and everything else, my skin feels great. And maybe it's the last one I used, which was the pineapple one. Okay, now let's start the countdown. And I'm going to start from the worst to the best. The absolute worst to me was definitely the Sue New York Supreme Gold Hydrogel Mask. It seems neat, however, it was very hard to put on. It did come with a protective wrapping. I think there might have been 2 with this one. 2 different parts. I didn't notice any difference. I felt it wasn't worth it, and I didn't notice any difference at all. It was a pain in the butt. And the material almost ripped on me like 3 times because it's so thin. So this is definitely the worst out of 8, this one. Alright, moving on to number 7. Number 7, unfortunately, I know Dr. Jart, there is a lot of hype over the sheet masks. They're a very popular brand at Sephora. They're also a very expensive brand. I bought this in a pack of 5 at Winners. The most thing, I mean, it wasn't bad as far as thickness goes. However, the smell, at least the hydration sheet one, it smelled very chemically, and it just turned me completely off of this particular mask. They also have the rubber masks, which I believe are overpriced, and can be difficult to use. But one thing I had to say was the material's thin. It does sit on the face nicely, but I couldn't get over that awful chemical smell. Maybe it was just the batch from Winners, but definitely, yeah, number 7 on this one. Number 6 was this one, which was the neck one. Now, the neck one, I did, and one sec. Okay, get back to number 6 here. It has an expiration date too. It wasn't off the expiration date. The smell, the floral smell, the rose smell is really strong right when you put it on your face, and it had the weird flaps on top of the eyes, which might have been a design flaw, because I think it should have been on the bottom, unless they meant to hydrate the eyelids. First mask that I've seen where the eye flaps were in a very weird spot. Maybe you were supposed to take them out completely, but I left them on. It wasn't bad, actually, after the fact. It left a lot of serum on the face, and it did do the neck as well, which was a nice change. However, the extra piece around the neck did end up coming off a lot, so that's one thing to note. But still, number 6 for that one. Now, number 5, I'm actually changing my mind here. Number 5 was the revitalizing eye gel masks. Once you got them on and they stuck on, they weren't that bad. I did actually notice that it helped. You can wear them two ways, which is like in and then out. One way is supposed to target the puffiness, and the other way targets crow's feet. I can't really test to that. Just that they did depuff my eyes, and it wasn't, besides the sticking and trying to fit them in the right place and it being like right under the eye and kind of uncomfortable, these weren't that bad. All right, what am I on? Number 4? 4, 4, 3, 2. Number 4. Actually, I'm going to switch this up. Number 4 was the Solution Moisturizing Face Mask, which was the Face Shop one. I did like the thick material. The actual mask itself was a bit, it was kind of annoying to try to unravel it. It didn't, this one, yeah, no, this did have a protective plastic sheet. There was a lot of serum left after taking it off, but mostly another thin material, not as thin as the, which one was even thinner? The Dr. Jart one was even thinner, I believe. All right, now for number 3. Number 3, simply because I don't like wash-off masks. However, it was nice once you got it put on. I did find it brightened. It was the last mask that I used. It was just the inconvenience. This is why it wasn't higher up on the list, but mind you, it is number 3. So yeah, that was a decent one. Number 2 was actually the Cream Shop. Now, the only complaint I have about this one was that it is a long one, so this one's minimum 20 minutes. I did notice, I think this one, I'm just looking at my notes here, did have a lot of serum left. It was difficult to put on. There was that nice, it was the only one that had the extra pieces underneath the eye, in the proper place, so that was nice. Not ideal face shape. I made that note. That it was kind of like these ones had the really thin eyes, and it wouldn't press down. Not like the Dr. Jart at least was able to press down on my face. This one not so much. And number 1 would have had to have been the bamboo sheet, and I'm gonna burst through this Real Beauty. With this one, I noticed that it had a great thickness to it. It was overall the favorite of mine out of all of the 8 sheet masks. It was made with bamboo instead of the regular material. Medium thickness, as I mentioned, and it was nice and short, only 10 minutes long. A little bit better fitting than the other ones, and it did not smell. So even though it has rose extract in it, it didn't smell. Alright, so that's going to wrap up my What's the Soup Saturday, the multi-mask comparison day. I hope you enjoyed this video. I found it very tedious, actually, at the end of it. You see a lot of clips in this video. Anyway, thank you for watching, hopefully through to the end, and have a shining star day. Keep being shining stars, even if I'm not around as often to remind you. Bye, guys!